episode opens with the students of East High running up to a cast list while the bell rings. EJ and Nini run up to the list at the same time and see that they're cast as the love interests in the musical. They share an awkward glance and walk separate ways to the first rehearsal. Instead of doing an initial read-through, Miss Jen wants to jump right into the first scene. The first scene they rehearse is when EJ and Nini's characters meet for the first time. Only Nini and EJ are on the stage, and they both are holding their scripts as they begin to read their lines. After going through part of the scene, there's an obvious spark between them, and while the chemistry seems real, Nini is obviously acting, but EJ seems to be doing a little more than acting. Nini deep down feels uncomfortable with the scene because she's not in a relationship with EJ anymore and she doesn't have feelings for him, but she pushes through the scene and seems unbothered to the rest of the cast, including EJ. Rehearsal wraps up and Nini packs up her bag. She walks alone out of the school. EJ catches up to her, grabs her arm, and asks her if she wants to rehearse their scene on Saturday at his house. Nini doesn't like the idea of going to his house and offers other places to rehearse, but EJ is really persistent. Nini hesitantly agrees in order to not cause any issues, even though she really doesn't want to. On Saturday afternoon, Nini goes over to EJ's house and they begin to rehearse the scene. As they go over the blocking, EJ moves in closer to Nini and she progressively gets more and more uncomfortable. They finally finish rehearsing and Nini lets EJ know that she needs to get home. As she begins to leave, EJ grabs her and goes in for a kiss. Nini freaks out and says stop as she's pushing him away. EJ says, "Why? I thought you were feeling it. There's something there." He tries to kiss her again. She angrily moves back and says, "No, I don't want this. I don't have feelings for you." She quickly leaves his house very frustrated and flustered. When Nini gets home, she calls her friend Courtney. She sounds upset on the phone and Courtney comes over right away. Nini tells Courtney the whole story and expresses how she felt. She explains how her discomfort had started earlier that day and that even though she had expressed no interest in EJ, he was very persistent. "I even pushed him away and he still tried to kiss me again," she says to Courtney. Courtney tells Nini that she did the right thing and that she's in control of her body and her choices. Ultimately, she can use her voice to stand up for herself. Courtney stays a bit longer to comfort Nini and finally goes home once it gets closer to dinner time. After Courtney leaves, Nini writes a song about the situation and her emotions. It's a way for her to process what happened, and the episode ends with her singing the song.
My blue skies have now turned gray. This wasn't the part that I wanted to play. You can't decide what I want and when. I shouldn't have to say it again. But now I know I have a choice. Never again will you silence my voice. I wish that I was being heard. I put myself first, not second or third. I found my voice, you can't take it away. The strength that I found is here to stay. I decide what I want and when. I'm in control of the body I am in. I will not take the blame. I've lit my spark, now watch it flame.